Hey, Bestie. First of all, I just want to say I'm really glad you're here. You have just downloaded the Emotional Ears Fix, and that tells me something really important about you. That tells me that you're very likely tired or struggling with food, and it tells me that you want things to change. It also tells me that some part of you still believes that freedom is possible, and that really, really matters. So the guide is heading to your inbox right now. Be there in about 5 minutes time, that you check your junk or your spam box just in case. But while you're waiting, I would love to invite you to spend just a few moments with me, human to human, woman to woman. And what I want to do for about 10 minutes is just help you to feel really grounded, really understood, and a little less alone in this. Because yeah, I'm guessing food feels really hard right now. And I just want you to know that you're absolutely not the only one. You probably know what it's like to promise yourself every night, hey, tomorrow I'm going to be good. And so you might spend the day trying to eat perfectly, ignoring your hunger, trying to stay in control. And then you just end up in the pantry later on and you're wondering, why on earth did I do that again? Then you feel guilty. Then you feel ashamed of yourself. You feel so tired of this cycle because you've tried the diets, right? You tried the plans, tried being stricter, tried being healthier, tried being harder on yourself even. But food is just the thing that you can't figure out. So if that is you and you're watching this video right now, I want you to hear this really clearly. The first thing I want you to know is that you're not broken. You're actually responding exactly how a nervous system responds to restriction, responds to pressure, responds to emotional overwhelm. And that out of control feeling that you've been having around food isn't a failure. It's actually biology. It's psychology, it's conditioning, and it makes sense. So in the guide, you're going to learn more about that in more depth. But before you grab that, if we haven't met already, I should probably introduce myself. So I'm Nick Garvedia. I am a registered therapist. I am a food freedom coach, the founder of Binge Free Bestie. And I've been binge free since 2019 after having struggled with binge eating disorder and body image for years myself. So I think I know where you've been. I have been where you've been. I've tried everything, and I mean everything. Every diet, every plan, every attempt to fix myself through food and weight. I actually even had a weight loss surgery because I thought that if I literally removed part of my stomach, that I would stop that cycle with food. I would stop hating my body. I lost 50 kgs, and guess what? The binge eating actually got worse because the real problem was not food and it wasn't my body either. It was my relationship with them. So the freedom for me, this binge-free life I get to have now, it only began when I stepped off the diet culture hamster wheel from hell and then started healing that relationship instead. So I help heaps of women do this too. Women all over the world, and they don't just stop binge or emotional eating. The coolest thing is that they build lives that feel bigger and calmer and more vibrant. And that's because they're more aligned with who they actually are. They're not distracted by food noise. They're not constantly trying to shrink or dilute themselves. And these women that I work with, they're not lacking intelligence. They're not lacking discipline. They're actually really high functioning, capable, thoughtful women who are doing well in many areas of life, like you probably are too, right? But food is just the one thing you can't get on top of. So if that sounds familiar, I wanted to make a point of saying that so that you know, A, you're in the right place, and B, you're not alone and this is not your fault. Okay? This is the Binge Free Besties community and you're a part of it now. So you are not alone anymore. This is a global community and women in this space really understand the struggle you're going through really deeply. And guess what? That shame that you're feeling cannot survive in places where you are seen, where you are heard, and where you are validated. So you don't have to feel like you need to share anything with me or anyone else in the community. You don't even have to be ready. You don't have to have anything figured out. You just have to be here and show up. That's more than enough. And you are already doing this because you decided to click play. Okay, you decided to be curious. So I want to take you on a little journey for a moment. Just give me another 2 minutes of your time. I'm going to take you on a journey of what could be possible for you. So just imagine something for me. While you're waiting for that guide to come into your inbox, imagine what it would be like walking into a cafe. And you walk into that cafe and you order what you actually feel like eating. And then, crazy thing, you enjoy it. You enjoy it. There's no guilt, there's no mental math, there's no inner critic. Imagine what it would feel like if you just trusted your hunger, if you trusted your body, if you trusted being able to stop eating when you're full and you actually knew when that was. Imagine trusting yourself. Imagine food becoming neutral. It's not an enemy. It's not an obsession. It's just food. Imagine the binge, guilt, restrict cycle that you've been trapped in for so long. Imagine that no longer running your life. I want you to know that that version of you that you can see in your mind's eye, even if it feels really vague or maybe even impossible, that version of you is actually not unrealistic. That is what happens when you stop trying to control food and when you start healing your relationship with it. So inside that guide, it should be in your inbox right about now. I'm going to be taking you through 3 big reasons why women struggle with food. So inside your guide, it should be hitting your inbox right about now. Inside that guide, you're going to learn 3 big reasons why women like you and like I was struggling with food. So my entire approach, which is called the food freedom method, is built around those same 3 roots or triggers. And we're going to tackle them one by one. So in my world, I'm going to support you to first address physical restriction. And we're going to do that by nourishing your body. So we'll end the restriction, we'll rebuild your trust with hunger, fullness, and your body. The next thing that we'll do is we're going to work on rewiring your mind. And we're going to do that by undoing diet culture beliefs and rebuilding your self-trust. And then finally, what we're going to do is we're going to work on regulating your nervous system. And we do that by responding to our emotions instead of using food to cope. And that's it. There's no extremes in this approach. There's no food rules. There's no starting over every Monday. It's just about learning how to feel safe around food. So you're going to learn those things in the guide that you're getting right about now. This work that you're going to start doing has helped hundreds of women step out of binge eating, emotional eating, overeating, and body image shame. And it's not because they were more disciplined or special or an exception to the rule. It's because they just became more supported, more compassionate, more regulated, more connected to themselves. And that's available to you now as well. So what are the next steps? Let's wrap this up and get you started on your food freedom journey right now. What you're going to do is I want you to head to your inbox, find the email. Remember, it might be in your spam or junk, so make sure you pull it out of there and mark me as a safe sender. Grab your guide and read through it slowly. Let it sink in. There's a few reflective activities in there. If you feel called, go ahead and do those, and maybe even try one of the strategies that I've shared with you. Next step, if something resonates, if this feels good, if this is something that you'd like to go deeper with, I would really love to hear from you. So just hit reply to that email or come on over and DM me on Instagram, send me a voice note, whichever feels easier for you. I would love to get to know you. And there's no pressure with that. It's just about having a real conversation, woman to woman. Tell me what part of the guide felt familiar. Tell me what maybe felt a bit like uncomfortable? Where did you maybe feel stuck? Tell me, what are you hoping might change? I personally read and respond to every message that comes into my inbox or into my DMs, so please do reach out. This is your invitation. This work starts with connection and community, so please know I am truly really glad you're here. Your food freedom journey has started. Welcome to the Binge Free Bestie community. I'll catch you soon. Ciao.